The Time of the Hero is a work that not only marked Mario Vargas Llosa's career, but also left an indelible mark on Latin American and world literature. Published in 1962, this novel became a milestone in the so-called Latin American boom, a time when authors from the region burst onto the international literary scene with fresh, complex, and daring stories. Through this novel, Vargas Llosa demonstrated exceptional depth and narrative mastery, quickly positioning him among the great authors of the 20th century. The novel is set at the Leoncio Prado Military Academy in Lima, Peru, a real institution that Vargas Llosa experienced firsthand during his teenage years. This academy serves as a microcosm of Peruvian society, and, by extension, any society where boundaries between violence, masculinity, and morality blur. In this closed and oppressive space, where young men are trained to be soldiers and are taught strict military discipline, violence and repression are the golden rules. The plot centers on a group of cadets who, after enduring the academy's harsh rules and hostile environment, decide to rebel against the system. Although the main conflict revolves around events triggered by a theft and its repercussions on the cadets' lives, the true heart of the novel is the raw portrayal of a society that oppresses individuals and imposes a brutal, dehumanizing code of conduct. One of the most notable elements of The Time of the Hero is the complexity and depth of its characters. Vargas Llosa creates a multifaceted cast, where each character represents in some way different aspects of society and human psychology. One of the main characters, and the most introspective, is Alberto, the poet. His nickname reflects his sensitivity and love for literature, making him a lonely young man and, in many ways, a critical observer of the world around him. Alberto struggles between adapting to the Academy's norms and staying true to his ideals. Another key character is Ricardo, the slave, whose nickname reflects his position within the group, a submissive, quiet, and shy person, making him an easy target for abuse. His story is one of the most moving, and through him, Vargas Llosa explores themes of loyalty, humiliation, and resilience. The character, the Jaguar, represents the Academy's most brutal side. He is a rebellious and violent young man who seems to accept and perpetuate the boarding school's code of aggression. His character reflects the institution's darkest values and its impact on shaping individuals' character. Each character is essential to understanding the Academy's dynamics and Vargas Llosa's profound critique of violence and dehumanization in closed, oppressive environments. The Time of the Hero addresses several universal and deeply human themes, giving it a relevance that transcends the specific context of the Peruvian Military Academy. In the novel, the Military Academy is a miniature society where violence is constant and seems to be the only means of gaining respect and status. Through the characters and the situations they face, Vargas Llosa criticizes this cycle of violence that destroys individuality and fosters toxic masculinity. The characters, young people in the process of forming their identities, constantly struggle between the identity the Academy and its rules impose on them and their own sense of morality. The oppression they experience is not only physical but also psychological and moral, as they are forced to accept a series of values that go against their principles. The relationships among the cadets are marked by a mixture of camaraderie and betrayal. Vargas Llosa shows how the environment's pressure leads them to develop ambiguous relationships in which friendship and loyalty are constantly tested. The characters, in different forms and degrees, seek to free themselves from the Academy's repression. This pursuit of freedom, though often frustrated or limited, is a constant theme in the work, symbolizing the human desire to be autonomous and to escape oppressive structures. One of the most innovative aspects of The Time of the Hero is its narrative structure. Vargas Llosa employs a multiple perspective technique and uses interior monologue and stream of consciousness to delve into his characters' minds, providing the reader with deep insight into their motivations and feelings. This fragmented and multifocal structure creates a complex, richly nuanced narrative, where events are presented from different perspectives, which not only enriches the story but also questions the idea of a single, objective truth. Additionally, the work stands out for its raw and direct language, reflecting the Academy's hostile environment and the character's mentality. Vargas Llosa does not attempt to beautify violence or soften the narrative tone. Instead, he presents the facts realistically and uncompromisingly, intensifying the emotional impact on the reader. The Time of the Hero is much more than a novel about life in a military academy. It is a work that profoundly questions society's values and human nature. Through his critique of institutionalized violence, Vargas Llosa creates a devastating portrait of the consequences of oppression and the lack of humanity. This novel is a testament to how power structures can shape and destroy individuals' lives, and how the desire for freedom and dignity persists even in the most adverse circumstances. The publication of The Time of the Hero not only established Mario Vargas Llosa as one of Latin American literature's most important voices, but also paved the way for future explorations of similar themes in the region's literature. The novel won the Biblioteca Breve Prize and the Critics' Prize in Spain, helping to give international visibility to the work and its author. Since then, it has been translated into multiple languages and continues to be studied and analyzed for its thematic and technical complexity. The Time of the Hero is a powerful novel that challenges readers to confront difficult themes such as violence, oppression, and morality, in a context where innocence is quickly lost. Vargas Llosa presents a profound and disturbing story that reveals both institutional cruelty and individual resilience. This work is undoubtedly a must-read for those seeking a narrative that not only entertains but also invites reflection on human nature and society. The Time of the Hero is an invitation to closely examine power structures and question how they influence our lives and our perception of good and evil. It remains relevant today and offers readers a rich, intense, and deeply human literary experience. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this recommendation. Together, we form a community of readers united by the magic of reading and the adventure of discovering new stories. Thank you.